Are bananas bad for diabetics? There is no simple answer to this question because it depends on many factors such as the type of diabetes you have, how well your blood sugar levels are controlled, and how many bananas you eat. Some people with diabetes can eat bananas without any problems, while others should avoid them altogether. Let us take a closer look at the issue and find out if bananas are really bad for diabetics. Before we continue, if you appreciate all the information and the research that goes into making a video like this, it does help out tremendously if you hit the like button. Thank you, and let's begin. First, let's talk about what makes a food good or bad for diabetics. When we eat, our bodies break down the carbohydrates in the food into sugar. This sugar enters our bloodstream and causes our blood sugar levels to rise. If we have diabetes, our bodies either aren't making enough insulin or can't use insulin properly. Insulin is a hormone that helps us regulate our blood sugar levels. So when our blood sugar levels rise after eating, insulin helps to move the sugar from our bloodstream into our cells, where it can be used for energy. However, if we have diabetes and our bodies aren't making enough insulin or can't use insulin properly, then the sugar will stay in our bloodstream and cause our blood sugar levels to rise too high. That's why it's important for diabetics to choose foods that cause their blood sugar levels to spike. Well, let's take a closer look at the nutritional profile of bananas. A medium-sized banana contains about 27 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, and 1 gram of protein. The glycemic index measures how quickly a food raises your blood sugar levels. Foods with a high GI raise your blood sugar levels quickly, while foods with a low GI raise your blood sugar levels more slowly. The GI of a banana is around 51, which is considered to be in the low to medium range. This means that a banana doesn't raise your blood sugar levels as quickly as some other foods, such as white rice or bread. But it also doesn't raise your blood sugar levels as slowly as some other foods, such as lentils or whole grain bread. The glycemic load takes into account both the GI of a food and the amount of carbohydrates in that food. It's calculated by multiplying the GI by the number of carbohydrates in the food and then dividing by 100. A food with a GL of 10 or less is considered to be low. 10 to 20 is medium, and 20 or more is high. The GL of a medium-sized banana is around 9, which is considered to be low. This means that a banana is unlikely to cause your blood sugar levels to rise too high if you eat it on its own. However, if you eat a lot of bananas in a short period of time, then they could cause your blood sugar levels to rise too high. This is because bananas contain a lot of potassium. Potassium is a mineral that's found in many foods, including bananas, avocados, potatoes, and tomatoes. Potassium is an essential nutrient that our bodies need for many different functions, such as regulating our heartbeat and maintaining fluid balance. However, people with diabetes who are taking insulin or other diabetes medications to lower their blood sugar levels may need to be careful about eating foods high in potassium. This is because potassium can interact with these medications and cause your blood sugar levels to rise. Therefore, it is important to speak with your healthcare team about how much potassium you should be eating if you have diabetes. They can help you determine how much potassium is safe for you to eat based on your individual needs and health status. Another thing to consider is that bananas contain oxalates. Oxalates are compounds that can bind to calcium in the body and form kidney stones. Kidney stones are painful deposits that can form in the kidneys or urinary tract. Some people with diabetes are at increased risk of developing kidney stones, because diabetes can cause the urine to become more concentrated and increase the levels of calcium in the urine. Therefore, if you have diabetes and are at risk of developing kidney stones, you may want to limit your intake of bananas and other high oxalate foods. Bananas also contain tyramine. Tyramine is an amino acid that's found in many foods, including bananas, cheese, chocolate, and beer. Tyramine can cause the blood vessels to constrict, which can raise blood pressure. Some people with diabetes already have high blood pressure, so eating bananas or other foods high in tyramine may make this problem worse. In addition, bananas also contain histamines, or compounds that are released in the body in response to an allergic reaction or exposure to toxins. Histamines can cause symptoms such as hives, itching, and swelling. Some people with diabetes are more likely to develop allergies or have weakened immune systems, so eating bananas or other foods high in histamines may increase your risk of developing these symptoms. Finally, bananas also contain lectins, or proteins that can interfere with the body's ability to absorb nutrients such as carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Lectins are found in many plant-based foods, including bananas, potatoes, and grains. While lectins are generally not harmful to people with healthy immune systems, some studies have suggested that lectins may trigger inflammation and autoimmune reactions in people with diabetes who have weakened immune systems. This is because lectins can cross the blood-brain barrier and activate microglia cells in the brain, which can lead to inflammation. Inflammation has been implicated in the development of cognitive decline and dementia in people with diabetes. By reducing lectin intake, diabetics may be able to reduce their risk of developing these conditions. It's important to note that most of the potential issues associated with bananas are related to eating large amounts of bananas. Eating 1 or 2 bananas per day is unlikely to cause any problems for most diabetics. However, if you have diabetes and are taking insulin or other medications to lower your blood sugar levels, then it's important to speak with your healthcare team about how many bananas you should be eating. They can help you determine how many bananas are safe for you to eat based on your individual needs and health status. In conclusion, there is no simple answer to the question of whether or not bananas are bad for diabetics. It all depends on the individual and their specific situation. Some diabetics may be able to eat bananas without any problems, while others should avoid them altogether. If you have diabetes and are unsure about how bananas will affect your blood sugar levels, then it's best to speak with your healthcare team. They can help you make the best decision for your individual needs and health status. But in general, it's important for diabetics to choose foods that don't cause their blood sugar levels to spike. While bananas do contain some carbohydrates, they also contain nutrients that can help improve insulin sensitivity and lower blood sugar levels, such as magnesium and potassium. Thank you for watching today's video. Please like and share for more informative content about diabetes and nutrition. Stay healthy and take care.